Good morning, everyone. So today I'll recap the topic of input device. Okay, you all should be ready for this. Something I have written on the board, which you will easily understand if you would be having the book in front of you. These are the input device, which is commonly given in your book. Okay, so many input devices are there, but the thing which you have to study and the question can be generated from the topic are these. Okay, so first of all we will talk about the keyboard. So in the last class I have told you that input, output, storage, peripheral devices, these devices we are going to study from the chapter computer system. Okay, these devices, after studying these devices the chapter will be almost over. It's the second chapter, unit first. Okay, so today the first of all, keyboard, most common thing which you have already concerned about this. Okay, so we will, first question arises, how many keys are there? In the keyboard there are 104 to 108 keys are there in the standard keyboard. Okay, but the another question is there, okay, so many keys are there, but they are different format of the keyboard. Only two formats are there, simple. One is the QWERTY keyboard, which is standard QWERTY keyboard. Arrangement of the keys on the keyboard are in the QWERTY, that's why we call it QWERTY. And the which is non-standard, which you can't see in the market, that is sequence wise ABCD also is there, but it is not used in the professional field. Okay, so the QWERTY keyboard, this is a format, this is number of keys. Then after, how many type of buttons, keys are there in the keyboard? So first of all we will talk about the functional keys. Then after numeric keys, these are the keys which is meant for special type of task. Okay, additional or special type of task. And special keys like Alt, Delete, Shift, Tab, and these kind of keys are included in the special kind of keys which is designed or which is made for the special type, either combining and non or individual individual function. Okay, so functional keys which is on the top of the keyboard means F1, F2, F3, F4, F5. These are the functional keys which is operated according to the software. And then the numeric keys on the right side, especially all the numeric buttons are 1, 2, 3, 4 are arranged in a blocks. So that also you will say the two type of keys are numeric keys are there. One is especially in the different sector of the keyboard, but another key is number key combined with the special keys, which means one key is there in which you will see that and dollar sign is also there. By pressing a same key you will get this data inside your computer, and by pressing the same key you will also get the number also, like 5. On the same button the two different data can be entered by using the same button. But with the if you are using the functional key, means this if you are using the special type of key, means you want to use this, then you have to use the special key like control, and then you have to type this, then only, or shift, you have to type this, you will get the above one data structure or above one data. If you want to press it directly numeric, then you can use this also. Means individual key can be operated into the multiple functions. Okay, so these are the keys on the keyboard with the different work. And then after, lastly, arrow key, meant for shifting your cursor in the computer screen, on the computer screen, left, right, up, down, means cursor which keeps on blinking and where the data is expected to come, where the expectation of the data is there to come. So that cursor, that position will be changed accordingly if you will press this arrow key like this. There is a special button on the bottom of the right hand side bottom, you will see these keys. So arrow key, there are 4 arrow key, there are many functional key, there are many numeric key, there are many special keys. Okay, then after I have told you 4 different format or 4 different points in which has been driven into the 7 points inside your book, that you have to get it known. Then after come to the mouse is a input device. Keyboard was input device, as you know that, but mouse is an input device here. So I will declare this. I will tell you according to the same type of function in these different devices. Like mouse is a pointing device. Okay, if we are talking about the pointing device, mouse is a pointing device, joystick is a pointing device, trackball is a pointing device, and light pen is a pointing device. Okay, so these are the pointing device in your computer. Why pointing? There is a pointer to locate a position on the screen. Okay, so look at those pointers with the help of the pointer. Structure is standard structure is like this, means image is like this. You can change the image also of the pointer. So this pointer, if you want to shift it, you can shift it according to this. Okay, according to these devices, which will input or give the input signal to the computer, and the pointer will be shifted from its own location. So first of all, we are reading the mouse. So if we are coming to the topic mouse, mechanical mouse. Oh, okay, in which under the mouse there is a ball which when it will rotate accordingly, the mouse will also rotate on the screen, on the monitor. In the monitor on the screen, the mouse will also rotate according to the ball rotation. Okay, so you have to shift the mouse, you have to move the mouse you have to keep the mouse on the table. By contacting on the table surface, the ball will get with the help of the friction, the ball will rotate, and the signal will be given to the computer, and accordingly the mouse will rotate. Then after mechanical, optical mouse. Okay, in the optical mouse there is no ball, there is no mechanical work is done. Okay, mechanical work means some physical movement is there, some kind of physical movement is there. By the help of that, the work is done. Okay, so physical movement was there in the like ball was moving, but there is no physical movement, means light comes from the mouse and get in contact with the table surface, and when you are moving the mouse, it become active and find out the direction in which you are moving it. Okay, and finds out the direction in which you are moving, means like light strike through to the surface of the table, and when the movement of the mouse starts in the directional in any of the direction, accordingly the movement of the this pointer will also will be there. Okay, so optical mouse, you understood, with the help of the light, LED light which is fixed inside the mouse, it will be moved. The movement of the pointer also will be there. The signal will be given similarly as it was given in the mechanical mouse. Okay, so then after laser mouse, in the laser mouse is specially created for a directly non-contactable surface, means laser is having the high intensity than the normal light, isn't? So in these all kind of light, in this all kind of mouse, you have seen that you are keeping on the table, and both the space between the mouse and the table is negligible, means you can't see that there is no space, no gap between the mouse and the table, truly contacted with each other. But in laser, you can have the far distance according to the intensity of that laser beam, and the device can be used either away from that surface where you are using that device. Means if you are having the laser mouse on your hand and you are drawing something on the wall, with the help of the laser structure, the data will be given to the computer, and similarly it will be drawn inside the computer. Okay, similarly it will be means there is a wide space between the mouse and the striking surface on which the laser is going to hit. Okay, so there is a laser, there is a special type of LED diode, laser diode is there which is emitting the laser beam and getting a strike. You will get it in the book. The little bit of information is there, latest and updated technology it is, and you can't see this laser mouse. If you want to see it, you can see by the help of internet, or you have to go to the multinational companies in which big project in which the workstation is installed, means big computer. That's not a domestic computer in which you are connecting to the laser mouse, means for projecting to the person, for having the seminar and all, big hall in which this kind of technology is used to make it easier. So laser mouse. Okay, so mechanical mouse, optical mouse and laser mouse I have told you, and it is easy to understand. Okay, so this you have, it is there which you can see it nearby you, and you have already used this. You have not used, but in the older time, a year back, it was used commonly, and now in the upcoming time this also can be used. If they will compress the function of that mouse, laser mouse, and bring it to the domestic use also, then only you can use this kind of technology. Now the next topic is this was a pointing device, and joystick is also a pointing device on which the handle is placed. Let me see that. As I have told you, pointing device moves accordingly. See, in all the pointing device, the cursor will move accordingly to the movement of that particular device or structure or a part. We can say a part. That part movement accordingly, the mouse, that pointer movement will also be there. So this thing will be common to all. Accordingly movement, pointing device, this mouse, joystick, trackball, of part, according movement of the part. It is not necessary which part we have to move, means whole structure or that particular. If we are talking about the trackball, so we have to move that part, ball shaped, only that part we have to move, then the cursor will pointer will move. Okay, so as I have told you, then there is one more point. On the base of that stick, that stand, that handle, there is a ball. Why ball always comes in the mouse? Because ball is not having any direction or any plane surface, means you can't find any plane surface on the ball. It's round and it is easy to move in any of the direction, not fixed for moving in that particular direction. That's why in the mouse also we need to move in any of the up, down, left, right, in any field, means it is not made for unifield. Okay, multi-field. So that's why multi-directional. Unidirectional we can't move it. So we can move it, of course, but it is not meant for the unidirectional movement. So that's why ball is used on most of the mouse to rotate it in any of the direction easily, without objecting it anything, without objected by any other substance. Okay, so the ball and the base, at the base of that stick handle, ball is there. That ball, when you will move the handle which is connected with the ball, similarly it will be moved in accordingly the pointer will move. Okay, one more thing was there in this. Yeah, and the angle and the direction. See, this is a stick. You might have seen in the book, the stick is there, the ball is based on the stick. This is a ball. Okay, to hold the stick, and as you will move this direction, left, right, forward, backward, the ball will rotate, and accordingly in that direction the mouse pointer will be moving. So this is specially designed for playing a game and different it operates on the different type of application software. Okay, so joystick is also called as a pointing device, and pointing device means not only to point over the screen, to point on any other object in which is used in the software, any object or any kind of data. Okay, so when we are playing the game, we are connecting this joystick with, if you are playing a car race or any other bike race, we are connecting that handle and giving the signal by the help of this joystick, that to rotate that steering, in the car steering is there and in the bike handle is there. We connect those part of that virtual that machine, or virtual that car, bike, that vehicle, that handle, and then accordingly the movement of this joystick, the movement of that part will be done. So you understood about this, that in joystick why do we use mostly in the game purpose, and mouse we use professional purpose. Trackball also is used in the professional purpose, because when we are talking about the trackball, when there is no space right here, in that case we use the trackball, because we don't have to move the whole device, the ball is there on top of it, and accordingly the pointer will move on the screen. So this is a significance, means benefit, advantage, that if we don't have the space to move the mouse or pointer on the screen, we should connect the computer with the trackball and we can operate it. But in the mouse there is buttons are also there, but in trackball there is no button, only to move the pointer. Okay, so then after come to the light pen. This is a pointing device. Okay, why I have jumped directly to the light pen? Because we will get the information according to the similarities. We are getting the information according to the similarities, and due to the similarities only we can remember it easily, isn't it? So similar things were there, and in the light pen, as I have told you, on a tip, let's see, this is a pen, there is a tip, and with the help of the tip only all the work is done, isn't it? So this tip, due to this tip, light sensitive. Okay, now let me explain this. Light sensitive element is fixed on the tip of the pen, and pen is connected with the computer. Pen is connected similarly, like you are connecting the mouse to the computer, pen is also connected, and when you are scratching the pen over the key over the screen, this the signal will be, the light which is coming outside from the screen will be absorbed by the light sensitive element which is on the tip of the pen, and the signal will be generated inside it and given to the computer, and the structure will be created inside the screen, on the surface, on that software. Okay, so it is especially for drawing, sketching and designing. Designing, sketching, drawing, and multi-purpose. Okay, so the accuracy rate is also normal, and it is like how it is functioning, it is quite different than another thing. It is also a pointing device. The position will be pointed on the screen, and the light will be the light which screen is generating will be absorbed from the light sensitive element which is on the tip of the pen, and the signal will be given again to the computer, and accordingly the structure or the sketches will be appeared in the screen. Okay, so understood about the light pen, where it is used, but that kind of supportable computer or software should be there. A computer should support that device. It is as I have told you, there are different type of devices are there. PCs are there. Computer system has been modified into the different structure. So accordingly they are compatible with a particular input device or particular output device, how will it be connected or will it not be connected according to the drivers and the devices compatible. Okay, so we have understood these are the input device, these are the pointing device, and most of the device are working on the ball, mechanical ball, but there is no ball. Only how it is used, how it works. It works with the help of optically. It works when the light comes to the pen tip and it is recognized, and then the structure is generated inside the screen. Okay, so by this you are scratching over the screen. We need a screen here. We need a screen when you are using the light pen to draw it, and we need there is a ball which is rotated. In this also there is a ball which is fixed over the handle. In this also there is a ball, but in some of the optical mouse there is no ball. There is a light which strike and comes back, bounce back, and the movement is created. When you are moving it, it is sensed or it is recognized by the mouse and given the signal to the computer in which direction it is moved or it is moving. Okay, so over pointing device. Now come to the scanner. The scanner is basically of two types. Okay, so let me write: flat bed and optically they recognize the data structure, text. Optically they recognize the text, and digitally they translate it to the computer to show it on the screen. Okay, so what should I write it here? I should write it optical reader and digital view converter. When you keep the paper on the surface of that scanner on the flat bed, it is read optically and generate the electrical impulse. With the help of the electrical impulse, the signal is given to the computer, and the data is converted into the digital form and shown on the screen. Similarly, in the drum printer there is a drum, and which inject the paper, which take in the paper, and it is rolled over the drum, and that printer will recognize each and every document which is written on the text document which is written on the paper, and paper revolve over rotate over the drum. Paper is just moving in the drum printer. Paper is moving over the drum, but in the flat bed printer, paper is stable, stationary. It is kept over the paper, but the sensor, that optical recognizer, that used to move accordingly to the paper in the one direction from top to bottom and then the digital picture you can see it on the screen. Okay, so now one more thing is that flatbed printer scanner. You can see it into the multi all-in-one printer, and it is common to see very easily in the market at your home. Domestic purpose flatbed printer is there, but drum printer is for commercial purpose, industrial purpose. It is bigger than the flatbed printer, and for the professional used in the big industries, they are using the drum printer. Okay, so these were the point topic information in the scanner. Okay, so in the scanner these were only there, and when you will see the flatbed printer, you can understand how they are converting the image, your text image, hard copy image, they are taking it as an image by optical recognizer and converting into the digital form, and you can save it or you can directly give it for the printout. Okay, so digital computer always shows the data in the digital form. You might be knowing this. Okay, so that's why we need all the data to be converted into a digital form, picture or any documents, and then only we can see it. That's why the camera, here we will also study about the digital camera, which is which converts the data, image or a video in the digital form and easy to connect with the computer, and we can save it. Okay, if it is not in a digital form, then computer can't convert or show you what is it. Okay, so we need that's why the digital camera, when you take the picture in the digital camera only, let me tell you this only first of all. So in the digital camera, video or still photo, a photo which you are taking, these kind of files are already stored in the camera in the digital form, and when you connect it with the computer, and means it is called as an input device. It gives the data to the computer. That's why this is called as an input device. Now you can easily save it without doing any effort. You can edit that, you can delete that, you can use again the chip, that the chip is stored, the memory is already there in the camera, a single chip. So in that you can delete and you can again use it. The data which is in the chip, you can transfer it to the computer. That's why it is called an input device, because it is giving the data to the computer. It is giving the data to the computer. That's why it is called as an input device, and the data is transferred to the computer. The point which I should tell you more, normal, that earlier camera was having less capacity of the image. In this, more than 100 images can be stored, delete, edit. Okay, more than 100, we are talking about the more than 100 again and again, means reusable image. Okay, everything I have told you already. Transfer to the PC, this I have told you. Now move on to the next topic. Digital camera, you understood. So it is very much compatible with the computer and good for the computer to connect and make your image more and more better way. Okay, light pen I have told you, microphone, barcode, and these are left. And so these comes together. I'll explain you these 3 points together, and the 2 points will be left, 3 points will be left more. So OCR is a device, and you can say those device which is having the camera, those device will capture the image, or capture the image can be handwritten, letter, application, anything, and the text which is written over it will be converted into the computer font. Okay, will be recognized. Means 100% accuracy is not there, because everybody is having the different type of handwriting. Somebody very good, easy to understand, okay, easy to read, and some handwriting are not able, you can't read also. So 70 to 80% accuracy rate is there. Means you can't say that it is that only. Means it understand according to their own intelligences. Means it recognize according to their own intelligences. That's why OMR, I was telling you about the OCR, na? Handwritten and printed text is in this, handwritten and printed text is recognized by optical process. In this, optical process is there by which light goes on the paper and recognize it. Optical word comes together with the light only. Okay, now when lights are emitted from that object optically, then we can recognize. When we know that opticals, we are wearing the spectacle, because if there will be no light in our surrounding, we can't see anything. That's similarly the light comes out from that device and recognize that character and gives the electric impulse, and translate that data into the electric impulse for process, and then they converts it into the digital form to give you the output on the screen. So electric impulse signal is given, data is given into the electric impulse from that device to the computer. Okay, when you are there is a machine also, or in the camera, your camera is also can be used as a OCR if you will install the software of OCR. So optical character reader, you have to take the image and handwritten structure will be converted into the computer font. Means you can understand if anybody is having the bad handwriting, they are typing the letters so that easy to read by the reader, and then until and unless they will not read or they will not understand, and they will not understand that there is if they are not understanding, there is no value of writing so much, isn't it? So that's why this software or this device has been generated, and we can use it to have the soft copy of your document in the computer format. Okay, then after come about the Micker is very much important. In this, Micker is having the definite font, okay, a fixed font in which magnetic ink character reader, R stands for recognizer also and reader also. You can say it as recognizer and a reader both. Understood? So this reader recognizer, you will find it on the when you will search on the internet. In the internet, you will find reader also, recognizer also. So this Micker machine is used in the banking industries. Okay, banking purpose. In the Micker machine, what happens? The check, when check is generated, some of the blocks of the check, some of the information on the check paper or checkbook, in the checkbook, it is written with the magnetic ink. Magnetic ink is used to write that information, like account number, like IFSC code, like that person detail, or maybe directly written. You can easily to understand some of the text is written in the code form. That is recognized by the Micker machine, okay, which is kept in the bank. But bank is not generating or printing out the check. That is printed out from somewhere else. There is a special machine to print out the checkbook, isn't it? So those information is just for finding out. This machine is just to find out your check is original or duplicate. Nobody can do the fraud with the bank because machine will recognize your ink, your written text on the check is magnetized or not. So it generates the magnetic field. It generates the field by which the text is recognized, which is on the which is written on the check, and then it is verified for verifying it, your information, for verifying information. Okay, so in the Micker machine, it is for not only check, many different industries are using for their own purpose. So special software is designed for recognizing those things, and machine only generates the magnetic field, which will go through the process through the paper and find out how many text are there, which is on which the magnetic ink is used to write it, okay, written it. Then after a point which I am going to leave it here. Yeah, everything I have told you. The thing which is used in the mouse in the bank, that is draft and check. In draft also, when you are making a draft, okay, so in the draft also some of the contents are written with the magnetic ink. That is also read by the Micker machine, okay. And if you are going to find how many things are there which can be recognized by the Micker machine, and how many works are there in which Micker machine are used, you can get more and more information. But till now, you can, if question will come, tell me what are the how the bank are, for what purpose the bank are using the Micker machine. For the purpose to verify the draft and the check on which the magnetic ink is used to type some information. Magnetic ink is used to type some information. Okay, so understood about the Meeker machine. And then after here, optically it is not recognized. We are not using the optical process to recognize the, in OCR only the optical process was there to recognize. In this, magnetic process was there to recognize. Okay, and OMR, in this also optical process with the help of the laser light. Okay, so in OMR, dark. Okay, one position, predefined position is there in the OMR. Specific position is there in, first of all, OMR sheet used to generate, like here Meeker machine. First of all, in the Meeker, first of all, passbook used to be generated with from different location. One manufacturing company used to be there, industry used to be there, who used to generate the, not passbook, that one, checkbook, in which that for some of the information which is fixed, that this should be written or printed with the help of the magnetic ink. Similarly, here also OMR machine is the recognizer machine, but one form, for the form which is printed out from the machine, from the printing machine, that is predefined form. Predefined form means the allocation of the each and every text which is on the form, inside the form, is accurate in the right position. Because when anybody will just make a dark circle over it, and the position is predefined, that in this position only you can write. Okay, so when you are writing or using the pen or pencil, black pen or pencil, to mark the answer in that form, then that form will be inserted inside the OMR machine, and that position only, to that position only, the light will be given by the OMR machine and will be recognized. Means this is a form, just for an example I am telling you. The question is given, an answer is given, but in front of the answer there is a circle in which you have to find, 4 options are there. Optional questions used to be there in the OMR sheet, and you have to find one of these. Then you can't tick it like that, you have to make it dark of that area which is where it is instructed you to give mark it. The instruction is there to mark in that position. So these, according to the 4 option, the 1 option, 3 option you haven't selected, 1 you have selected, because 1 answer was there. So this will be, when the light will be red, when the light will be thrown from the machine on the paper, and when the paper will be inside the machine, in that case the light will be thrown on all this position, not here other position. No, it is predefined position. No, when the form is prepared, according to the software is also prepared to recognize, and that software will recognize that light goes over the dark place and dark absorbs the light. So optically all the process is done optically, no? So light absorbs the, so dark absorbs the light. So here the reflection will not be there. This white place, this place means this location, white color is there, means white will obviously reflect the light. So that's why they will identify by this electrical signal that the answer will be those answer will be there where the light is not reflecting, means there is the dark position, and that is the answer will be converted and given to the software to calculate whole marks. Okay, the mark will be given according to the number of correct answer or number of incorrect answer. That is also before only the information is given to the computer or to the software, who is recognized, who is connected, which is especially meant for the OMR machine to read those answer. Okay, that is special software is there which will recognize what should be the answer and what is which one is the wrong answer. One is the true, other are the false. One is the true, other are the false, means the correct answer is one, other are the false. So obviously they will look over the true factor. according to the factor they will give the marks will be generated, or the system will analyze or identify. So this is optically in this the data is recognized. Optically in this also, OCR also, the data is recognized. So OMR, I have told you, pre-printed form used to be there, as I have told you, pre-printed form. Okay, pre-printed form is there, by which the machine recognize the correct answer which you are selecting. Okay, all the form will be uniformed. Uniformed means similar look, same size, same format. Then after OMR, nothing I am leaving, yeah, all cleared. Now come back to the OCR, Meeker, OMR device. I have told you these all are input device which gives the signal to the computer. OMR also gives the signal to the computer, isn't? Means they generate, find out the right answer and gives the solution, or give the result, or give the information to the computer to calculate total and gives the final result. OCR also gives the input signal, and this also with the magnetic field they generate and gives the input signal to the system that your check is genuine, or your check information is this, all the information is correct or not. This Meeker machine, MICR machine will detect. Now come to the barcode. This is also a optical machine. Okay, optical recognizer. So let me show you how many are the optical recognizer. See, if we want to categorize our data, so optical recognizer, okay, leave this. Now come the trackball, joystick, no, mouse. Only one is there, one type of mouse is optical recognizer. Otherwise, how many I have to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 type of device which are using the optical system to recognize the data and gives the input to the computer. Okay, then after come to the barcode reader. In the barcode reader, it's simple. You might have been concerned about this already, that many of you are going for the shopping, and in your product you are seeing these kind of data, isn't? This data structure is you can't interpret it into the textual form. That for interpreting it into the textual form, you need a barcode machine which will give the light over it, and with the laser light they will convert this signal into this code, break this code into the, but there is a special software designed for it. Okay, and this information will be given. What kind of information might be there? The information which is inside this is all about the product, means product cost, product company, manufacturer, date, finally the product constituent, means what are the things which is how the product is made, or directly it will link to the website of that product. Okay, so this optically, with the help of the optical process, the recognizer machine will connect you to the site and show you the all other information of this code. Okay, so it is on the product, each and every product, a small information is there. QR code is not given in your book, but you should be knowing that QR code is also similar to the barcode, but in the barcode machine used to be recognized that, and QR code, the camera should be there. Your mobile also can recognize the QR code. Okay, so in the when you are seeing the barcode, using the barcode, in the information is very much shorter than the QR code. In the QR code the information is very much higher. Large amount of information can be stored in the QR code. Quick resource code it is stand for. But if it is not given in your book, don't worry, just relatively I have given you the information that now upcoming time QR code you are going to find out in the each and every product, manufactured product. But now you will also see this will not go so immediately. So instantly it will not go, it will be there, of course. So basic comparatively, the small information used to be there in the barcode, but QR code it is in the 2-dimensional information, but this is in the single dimensional information. Means one line is there on which the light goes and find out. But in QR code like this, it used to find out from this side to this side, whole structure. Means 2D, 2-dimensional, and this is 1-dimensional. Means with a single line the information is stored. Single line data structure, single line means 2D, single dimensional data structure, and double dimensional data structure is there in the QR code. Okay, so barcode you have understood. It is also connected with the computer and gives the input information to the computer. Okay, then after microphone, after barcode, microphone. So optical, let me write here, optical information, optical process, and converts it into the digital process by the passing the signal in the electrical impulse. Okay, microphone. Microphone is very much important. Sound, music, narration. You can re-record, you can record and you can re-record what kind of thing from the microphone. Music, see, one more thing is there, music. Then after sound, any kind of sound. Okay, then after narrations, you can narrate anything. Like I am narrating you something, I am telling you something. Okay, you can narrate something. Your voice will be recorded or saved into the computer by the help of the microphone. You can create any sound. Musical instruments comes with the music and sound. You can create different type of sound, record different type of sound, and other sound effect also. Different type of effects of the sound which you haven't heard, and it is unique. You have created by modifying from one part and mixing it to the another sound quality. Means one sound came and another sound also came, both combined together and became some other kind of tone or sound. That is called the effect of the sound. So okay, that all can be recorded, re-recorded, and save it into the computer. We are talking about the microphone which is connected to the computer, PC, laptop. So when we are talking about the microphone which are connected to the computer, which kind of microphone is used to be? One, the stand especially you have to connect with the aux port. Aux port one is audio port is there, no, in which you are speaking and you inject your earphone into it. That's called aux port. Okay, so audio port is there. So that's why here that stand one microphone used to be there. Only here is the microphone is kept here, and it is connected with the stand, and you can connect with the computer. That kind of one is inbuilt, and one is in the headphone. Only microphone is attached. Okay, so how many different type of device are there who is having the microphone and you can use it into the computer? How many devices are there? So those devices are, okay, that one microphone which I am using right now, okay, which is connected to the computer. Okay, and another earphone. Okay, one is earphone, headphone, headset, headphone. In that also microphone used to be there. Okay, and then after desktop mic. In the desktop also you can connect the mic, like I have told you, desktop mic, and by which you can record re-record this kind of thing. This is specially designed for that. So one mic is here, one mic is in the earphone, one mic is in the headset, and one in the laptop. It is inbuilt only. In mobile it is already there, you know very well. So different mic is there for this kind of purpose. So this is a input device for inputting your sound, inputting your frequencies, quality of the sound into the computer. Okay, into the computer. So that's why these were the input device which I have told you today. Camera, webcam only left. Let me complete the webcam. In the webcam, full motion video, especially for it is made, or we are using especially for video conference or chatting purpose, isn't for video conference or conversation, audio conversation. Okay, so full motion video, it will capture full motion video, and which is connected to the computer with the in help of the network. Your data will be, or current data will be given to the other user which is also connected to your application. Okay, then you can also video conference or purpose, many purpose are there. You can chat also, voice also with the help of the in the webcam there is no mic. So for the mic you have to connect one more device, mic you have to connect. For the voice you have to connect one more device. If your webcam is there, it is only for sending you the video. It is only for sending the other user to only the video, full motion video. And the video, in the video is different thing and audio is different thing. So when the video goes, you can see only, but the sound will not come. For listening the sound, you have to connect the microphone. So this topic should be coming together. You should be understanding this one. It comes together with it, and then only proper conference will be conducted. Understood? The mic and the camera, webcam. So webcam is a digital camera. You can also say it comes under a digital camera which converts your image, your video directly to the digital form and sends it to the another user. And there is no interpretations between the data. There is no interpretations between the data means your information which is taken, your data which is created by the machine is directly into the digital form, which is easy to understand by the computer. Computer understand the digital data, isn't it? That's why. So it is for directly for converting but hence the digital camera quality is much higher than the webcam, much higher. For this is only for conference and live chat. Okay, so this were the just information for today. I have covered all the topic. I have each and every topic of the input devices, and you can categorize this into the packages. Like I have told you, it comes together in the same characteristics, in the same behavior. One mouse, joystick, trackball, and here light pen. When I was teaching you OCR, Miker, OMR, it comes together because some characters are same, and what are those to remember. And when webcam and microphones comes together, these characters are same. So webcam also it comes within the digital camera because this also generates the digital data. That's why these 3 points, microphone, digital camera and webcam, comes together. When you are explain it like this only, and information will be generated. Some common information will be there within them. Okay, and the barcode were optical, OCR was optical, OMR was optical, scanner was optical mechanism, they were having the optically work for interpreting the data. Okay, so these were the information for today. Now in the next video I am going to give you the information of output, then after storage. Output is not so much lengthier than the input, because there are so many input device which the information should be given to the computer to understand, but output is always lesser. Output devices are lesser comparatively to the input devices. Then after, in one video I will complete output, but output, when we will read about the printer, it has been derivated into the different type. In that we will take a long time to understand. Okay, so storage and peripheral, then after the chapter will be completed. Thank you for this video, and let's see and wait for the next video to come. Thank you.